Hey, Benjamin here. This video is going to be about how to solve systems of linear equation using substitution. So, what is solving systems of linear equations using substitution? To know that, we have to have our vocab. The only term for this lesson is system of linear equations. Well, what is that? A system of linear equations is two linear equations that meet at a certain point. Well, what is substitution? It is obviously a way to solve systems of linear equations, but how do you do it? What are the steps? Well, you're about to find out. So, you have your system of linear equations. If one of the equations starts with y equals, then you have your work cut out for you. In a system of linear equations, x has the same value in both equations. Same thing goes for y. Since that is true, you can literally just take the value of y and plug it in for y in the other equation. So at this point, you have two x variables and no y variables. Now it becomes very simple. You just have to combine like terms and then solve algebraically. What if one of the equations doesn't start with y equals? Then what? Well, many problems are that way. Don't worry, you simply just add an extra step. You do this step at the very beginning. It's not that complicated. You just get y by itself in one of the equations so that that equation starts with y equals. After that, you do everything the exact same as you would have had one of the equations started with y equals. So let's do these problems together to make sure you understand what I just explained. So we have this system of linear equations. So, since it starts with y equals, first what we do is we could plug either one with these. I'm just going to go with this one, but it really doesn't matter at all. 5x plus 1 because that's y, but it says y here, so we put y for y equals 2x plus 4. Now we subtract 1 from each side. So we have 5x equals 2x plus 3. Now we have x on each side, so we want to get rid of that. So minus 2x, and we're left with 3x equals 3. So we're going to divide by 3 on both sides, so we can get x by itself. And we have x equals 1. Now we need to put this into a coordinate. So since x comes first in the coordinate, we have 1, comma, and now we need to solve for y. So to do that, we plug what we know the value of x is into the equation, and now we don't have any x's, so then we can solve for y. So we have y equals 5 parenthesis 1 plus 1. So y equals 5 plus 1, and so we know that 5 plus 1 equals 6. So to check that, we will plug it into the other one. So we have y equals 2 parenthesis 1 plus 4. Y equals 2, because 2 times 1 is 2, plus 4 equals 6, and we got y equals 6 on both, so the answer is 1, 6. Now we're going to do another practice equation. So this one is definitely different because it doesn't start with y equals, but since we know this can be flipped and the y equals can go on the front, this is still really easy. So instead, we can just put it as y equals 7x and y equals 6x plus 1. So we plug one in for the other, and we have 7x equals 6x plus 1. Alright, so this is easy. So what we do now is we again have x on both sides, and we subtract 6x, so we can get rid of that one. Now we have x equals 1. Alright, so again for x we have 1. Alright, now let's solve for y. So 7 parenthesis 1 equals y. So we have 7 times 1 equals 7 equals y. Let's see if we can get the same answer on the other. So we have 6 parenthesis 1 plus 1 equals y. So we have 6 times 1 equals 6 plus 1 equals y, which equals 7. So the answer for this is 1, 7. Does anyone have any questions? If you do, we can pause the video and I will answer them. Alright, now it's time to test your knowledge on the subject. I'll give you 3 problems to do. If you get 3 right, you are a master. If you get 2 right, you're still pretty good, but you might want to watch me working through those examples again. So, here are your practice problems. I'll read them to you. So, for A, we have y equals 2x plus 5 and 2x plus y equals 10. For B, we have 8x plus y equals 15 and y equals 7x. For C, we have 4x plus 8 equals 4y and y equals 8x minus 12. Alright, we can pause the video while you do these questions. Now that this video is almost over, I need to explain to you why this subject and all the other ways to solve linear equations are important in real life. Say you're looking for work. There's a job that pays its night workers a $5 bonus just for being there and $8 per hour. The company pays its day workers $9 per hour. You could work 6 hours at either one. Linear equations could help you solve that. You would want to remember this lesson when you're pondering whether to work night or day. You will be happy when your paycheck comes back at higher than it would have been had you selected a different time to work because you paid attention in math. I hope you liked this video about how to solve linear equations using substitution.